you mentioned at the start of this, and we should jump right into it. Tell us about your new album. It's dropping next month, I believe.
August 27th.
Called Power Trio.
Yep.
Talk about it a little bit. Tell us tell us about the making of it, because I'm sure it was made in circumstances unlike any other album you've done due to the pandemic and that sort of thing. So just walk us through it. Tell us what we can expect. And again, it drops when? August
27th.
27th.
Yeah, well, like you said, it was written in isolation from one another during the pandemic, and we've never written an album like that. And so we were just kind of very skeptical of. I was like, we write albums bashing it for hours in front of each other until something sparks, and that could be a pain in the ass and a giant headache unto itself. But that's the only way we've known to do albums. And so this kind of forced us. JC, our bass player, he was insistent that we write the record and make it. And I was almost as insistent to just curl up into a ball under my blanket and wait till this fucking thing is over. Yeah, I did not want to do it.
I'm glad that JC won that fight, because you got to keep moving.
Yeah, he usually wins most of them. So he was like, well, if we don't do this, this is what's going to happen. We're not going to be ready for when this thing is over. We won't have any reason to tour. We're going to need to tour whenever this is over. So I kind of reluctantly picked up my guitar and started writing stuff. And I realized very quickly that, holy cow, this is taking my mind off the pandemic, because nothing was working. Movies, I couldn't read books. Everything was just like, even like TV shows were okay because they only last for like 25 minutes or 45 minutes at a time. So I could kind of take my mind, but after, I can't go more than an hour. Even today, I can't go without like checking to see if there's a new thing that's happened. So I found that it was mentally relieving to refocus on something completely different than like a virus. And then when it came time to, get into the minutia of the songs, then we realized we have endless amounts of time to work on lyrics and melodies and guitar solos that I usually never do because we always have a tour looming or something. Mm-hmm. Now I could what else are you going to do for the next X amount of days you can work on the lyrics for this song until that helped. But I think we have a song on the album called Blue Jean Denim Jumpsuit. It's track number 6. That was the first song we wrote in isolation together from beginning to end. I came up with the riff, and then JC kind of arranged it. He put it all together on the computers, and then he put a metronome underneath it, and it was just the raw bass, guitar, and vocals. Like if anyone was to hear it, they wouldn't think too much of it. But when Rich brought his drums on the track, everything just settled into place. And I was like blown away. I was blown away. We've never done a song like that. And I wrote them back and I'm like, I don't know about you guys, but this is like one of the best songs we've ever written. And we did it without even looking at each other. Oh my God, we could do this album. And so, all credit to JC. He did all that. And, then we just finished the record. So that's how it went, and I sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
That's okay. How deep in the writing did Saturday come about?
Well, we had 5 or 6 ideas before the pandemic started and before lockdown. And Saturday was one of those songs. It was just, the verse riff, and the kind of the melody, and then we finished it while we were in lockdown. And I didn't have any lyrics for it. JC just said, "What are you singing in that chorus part? Like, are you singing Saturday?" And I said, "No, I'm not, but now I will because I can't think of anything else." So,
well, because I do it all the time. I sing dummy words, and then I hear something later on and go, wow, that sounds like I'm saying whatever, right? So I make up something. It's all phonetics anyway, right?
Yeah. So that's what he was hearing. Yeah. And since he could hear it, it's already there. Yeah. I didn't have to kind of wedge anything in there. So
easy.
Yeah, easy.
Made it easy. It's like a natural. I was going to say this a second ago. You guys know what you're doing. Pandemic. You guys know what you're doing. In a room, in a room together, flushing out tunes, or stuck at home on a computer with a boombox, whatever. You guys know what you're doing. You write stand upside down. You'll write even better. You know, who knows? Stand on your head. Who cares? You know, make it anyway.
I was just so insecure about it at first because I always need immediate. What is it? Is it good? Like immediately.
Yeah.
That's not what we got. Like I'd have to wait for them to, it could be hours or the next day before they said, that sounds good. Rather than immediately just going, no, let's do that again.